At the end of the world, end of the world. At the end of the world, end of the world. At the end of the world, end of the world. At the end of the world, end of the world.
Hello and welcome to the 11th episode of Knitting Abroad. I'm Julia and I'm welcoming you out of Göteborg, Gothenburg in Sweden. Today is a wonderful Sunday with grey weather, which is at the moment not unusual for Gothenburg, but I'm very happy that I finally can be online again with the podcast. As you maybe saw on Instagram, I had to take a pause because of eye surgery I had, and therefore was I not able to knit, to read, to do anything. And I'm very glad that I am now healthy again and can go to work. Thank God I can go to work again. It was a little bit boring at home because, as I said, I couldn't do anything because anything what had to do with watch or just look at something was little, it was not possible. And I'm very, very happy that I can record a podcast again. Not so good news, Sissy is going to take a break, but even though I'm of course very sad that she does this, I'm also very grateful because she has decided that for her own well-being, and that's what I'm most interested in, that she is going to feel good and has a very good life. I'm thanking her for the last 9 episodes she did with me, but I'm really sure she's going to be visible at this podcast one way or the other. And so I think we're going to start, and we're starting with my finished object. Ta-da! I'm wearing my finished arboreal, and I almost couldn't believe it when I was casting it off because it took a long time. As maybe some of you know, because I posted it on Instagram. On Instagram I'm Knitting Abroad, and you can also find all the information on www.knittingabroad.com if you're not active at the social media, and if you're active on Ravelry, you find me there as Knit Abroad. If there's something you want to know, or if there's something you want to talk about, or if you want to join just chatter about the episodes, there's also a group on Ravelry, and this is called Knitting Abroad Podcast. I would be very glad if you come and join our group. At the moment it's a little bit quiet because there's no ongoing cause, but I am happy to announce at the end of the episode that there's going to be another call. And you just can come in and we can chat about things, and welcome to our group. What I'm wearing, a border from Jennifer Steinges. It is knitted out of Einrum yarn, which was a present from my elder sister when she was in Iceland. And Einrum is a wonderful. It is a fingering weight yarn, but the yarn is it is wool and tie silk, and the yarn is spun not so not so tight every time. So I think it sometimes it changes to a little more sporty, and sometimes it's a little more it's thicker than that, and then it changes again to fingering. And that was maybe the thing. I had a very loose gauge with this yarn, and first I wanted to knit another jumper of Jennifer Steinges, but then after I measured my gauge, I found that the gauge was not at all right for the pullover I wanted to knit, and so I decided to knit the Warrior, and there it is, and I'm so happy. It fits so perfectly. Yeah, there is also a very big thank you to Red Urchin, which helped me to measure my whole body. As some of you know, I had to frock the whole yoke because I needed it too big, way too big, because I measured wrong on myself, and then I had the wrong thoughts about the size I had to knit. And yeah, now it's just fitting perfectly. I stand up so that you can see it also on the... It's not so visible at the camera because I did it not so good. It is just perfect. It fits, yeah, it is wonderful. At the moment I'm wearing just a top under it, and for thinking if it is if the wool is going to be easy to wear on my skin. And I have to say, as time goes by, I'm feeling more and more comfortable about wearing this wool on my skin. First it was a little bit, it is so rusty, but now, after some time, I think it is wonderful. And yeah, it is really warm. It is not so warm in my apartment, and mostly I'm wearing a long-sleeved t-shirt and then a cardigan or something over it. And yeah, but wonderful. I'm so comfortable. Also, I just can't believe it. Wool on the bare skin is so much warmer when you don't wear something synthetic under it. It's unbelievable. I'm sure most of you know that, but I didn't know it. Yeah. That's my Arborea sweater. I'm so glad that it fits so perfectly. Yeah, and that was it for finished object, because yeah, as you know, not so much knitting time in the last few weeks, and yeah, but last week, as this week, so few days ago, I could start knitting again, and that's why I was making some progress on old projects and casting on way too much new projects. And yeah, I think I begin with the smallest, which is living in the wonderful bag Sissy made for me. So as you can see, Sissy is every time visible in this podcast. It's living in this bag, and it's a sock. It's the first sock, and it should be the January sock from a box of socks, but yeah, it's February now, and yeah, the first sock is not finished. I guess I have to catch much up on my box of socks. It is knit out of a sock blank. The sock blank is from Limo Design. You can find all the informations also in the show notes. It's the first time I knit off a sock blank, and I have to say I'm really enjoying it. And every time I have this knitting with me, everyone is asking me, what? You're knitting with old yarn? And no, I'm knitting off a sock blank. And they're just, what is a sock blank? And they find it very cool. Yeah, this is how the sock blank turns out when you knit it. It's just so cool. I'm really enjoying it. I have to look at my show notes. I have them now here because I'm just... Yeah, the sock blank is by Limo Design and it's called Rainbow. And it's 75% merino and 20% nylon and 5% stellina. So it's glittering, and I'm knitting it out with 60 stitches on 2.25 millimeter needles. It's the first time I'm knitting on this needle size because I noticed that my socks always turn out a little too big for my comfort feeling, and that's why I decided to knit it on 2.25 millimeter needles. And as I can see it now, I'm really enjoying it, but I am not sure if it goes a little too, yeah, slowly on this on this size. And yeah, as you maybe have seen, on all my bags are new now my pins from my podcast. I'm going to be on Edinburgh Yarn Festival and I have some buttons, and on the buttons are going to be 2 stitch markers. Button again, and there are the stitch markers. That's not working. Come on. Again. Now it is working. For Austria and for Sweden. And if you want to have stitch markers and button, and you are on Edinburgh Yarn Festival, just say hello. And yeah, if you're not going to Edinburgh Yarn Festival, maybe we can see if you can get one without being on Edinburgh Yarn Festival. Just write me a message on Instagram, or yeah, then I can see what I can do. Yeah, socks. Next one. Yeah, I'm just taking one, which is, yeah, this is living in my Girls Zoo Sheepy project bag, and this is another Icelandic project. I got also from my sister the Hespa Einband yarn. This is a kit for a shawl with granny squares, but I'm not so into granny squares, and that's why I decided to knit a shawl, an improvised shawl. It is going to be, I'm not really sure if I'm this construction should be, also it is increasing on this side, and it's going to be a big triangle at the end, and I'm knitting 10 centimeters, and then I'm inserting holes, and then I'm changing the pattern, knitting holes, changing the pattern. This is just knit, 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 knit. This is stockinette, garter ridges, stockinette, and this is brioche with 2 colors. And the yarn, there are many balls in this project bag. Whoops. There are the browns and the yellows. And yeah, I'm just improvising it. At the moment I'm not sure if I'm enjoying how my choosing of pattern looks like. So maybe I'm frogging it and starting new. But we will see. There has to be some time if I can decide if I'm enjoying it, how it looks like. Not because of the wool, just because how I chose the pattern. Maybe it's a little bit too boring to start with garter ridges, but yep, I'm not sure yet. So not much progress, but it is a little bit progress. Then I have, we take the other Go Sushi bee bag I have here. Long time no seen, but it is progress. This is the cushion kit my other sister gave to me. You're knitting flats long time, and then you sew it together that it would be a cushion. I finally thought I know how the pattern works and doesn't have to look again, but then I saw I made a mistake in the small cables. As you can see, there should be a little bit otherwise, but yeah, it is just pearl, also, I forgot how it is, then a noppe. This again, a little cable. Yep. And yeah, it is not a special yarn, it is just a sock kit, but it is very cozy. So I'm looking very forward to have the cushion ready. And as I said before, it fits totally to my chair, which I'm sitting in. And yeah, I'm hoping that I can finish it this month, because one of our knitting group in the Göteborg Stickklubben has a Finish February hashtag, and yeah, I'm very looking forward to finish this in February, because it is now time to finish it. Yep. That's for my cushion. That's the cushion kit. Yeah. And now is my battery a little bit low, so I have to make a cut here. Next work in progress is living in my new bought project bag close knit, which was from Flying Tiger. It seems that Flying Tiger is now selling knitting accessoires. I also found a yarn bowl. Yeah, the next project is out of filati gomitolo, and it's this cardigan. It is knitted out of lana grossa gomitolo versione, which is wool and polyacryl. That's how it is knitted up. I got this yarn from a very dear friend from Austria. Thank you again. And brown is normally not my comfort zone in knitting, but I'm really liking how it's turning out. Yellow also, not my color, but in the combination with blue and brown, and also I'm just, it's just awesome. Also I really didn't know that it can look so good, these colors. And yeah, totally happy. The construction is that you knit it from side to side and just cast off and cast on for making the holes for the sleeves, and then you're inserting the sleeves. I'm not sure if I really am going to knit the sleeves from bottom up, but yeah, I have to see how it is with the yarn, because it is so colorful, and I have to measure how much it was till the next time the brown comes, so that I can decide how to knit the sleeves. Because if I want to have them look alike, I just have to knit them first and then continue knitting the body. But yeah, I'm not so sure how I am going to do, because yeah, at the moment I'm just knitting because I'm enjoying the wool and the knit, and yeah, it is going to be just plain stockinette. Which is perfect for me for, yeah, just knitting. And yeah, I have not decided which project is going to follow me to Abisko, which I'm going to, where I'm going to be at the end of the week. Snow! And I'm so looking forward to see Aurora. I'm hoping that I can see them. I'm going to be there with my elder sister, so maybe I'm just taking my chaotic eyes with me because it was the present from her. I'm not sure. Yeah, and last but not least, the most important project for me at the moment is my Zweig sweater. I'm participating in the knit along Sissi is hosting. Again, Sissi, hi! You're so visible in this podcast, although you're even if you're not here. Yeah, my Zweig sweater is at the moment on my short needles, therefore can I not show you that so good. I'm knitting it out of Mandusana sock yarn. The colorway here is specific, and the colorway here is speckled number 3. I'm very proud that I just made 3 mistakes in my lace. I was knitting it out of this very speckled yarn because I was fearing I would just mess up with it, and now I just made 3 mistakes. I'm so proud of me. I'm not the kind of a lace knitter, but I have to say, the more you knit, the better you get. it's really that. Yeah, the lace pattern again. It's going to be wonderful when I'm wearing it. I'm very looking forward to wearing it. Yeah, my new favorite color at the moment, petrol. And yeah, it's going slowly because the yarn is it is the typical sock yarn, and I don't know why, but I'm not so good with color work with this yarn, even though I knitted color work with linen and with alpaca silk. At the moment it's just every time I'm losing every time the tightness of my strands of yarn, and so it's just at the color work which is coming here. At the rest of the yoke is just going very slowly, but I'm hoping that I can finish the color work today, and then I'm at the most then I'm going to have a problem, because I have to alternate skeins, of course, because it is hand-dyed yarn. But my problem is that one of the skeins is so much lighter than the others, so that maybe I'm choosing to fade them, also to fade the lightest ball into the other balls. I'm putting the lightest in the middle of those, and you see it. Yeah, even though the light is not perfect, you see that the ball in the middle is very much lighter than the ball on this side. And I don't know why it looks like that this yarn is also lighter, because those two are much alike. Now you see it almost also better. And I decided to fade this one into those two and alternate those two. But yeah, I'm not so sure. I'm deciding it when I'm finished with the color work, so I have decided today. But yeah, I think the fade is it to be. Yeah. And yeah, that why those two are at the moment living in my yarn bowl. Those two balls with I'm knitting it at the moment, and the rest is living in Sissy's bag. Yeah, I have Sissy's bag and other ones, but yeah, Sissy's bag. The pins here I also found on Flying Tiger. I almost couldn't believe it. It is not no advertisement or so, it's just I just found them there and I thought they would be nice. Yeah, that was it for works in progress. And sorry, coffee. I'm not really and now I want to talk about two projects with that I planned to do. The first is going to be with Let Loopy yarn in a wonderful dark red, another favorite color of mine at the moment. Yeah, my mother, hi mom, is knitting her first pullover, and we decided to knit it together because then she has all the help she's needing. And it is going to be a easy raglan pullover. It is a free pattern. Inserting here from I have to look. sorry. It is from maschentext.de. It's a easy raglan pullover, and yeah, I'm very looking forward to knit it with her. If you are also knitting your first pullover and want to knit a top-down raglan sweater, just join us. I'm going to make I'm going to open a thread in the group, in the Ravelry group. For that, it should be knitted out of Aran weight yarn. So I chose this. It is not the exact weight they are using in the pattern, but as you maybe know, I'm just knitting my gauge swatch so long till it fits the recommended gauge. And yeah, I'm very looking forward to do this with my mom. And yeah, maybe if you want to join us, join us. And the last upcoming thing is a thing I am now planning very long. It should be knit along with the name Pure Nature Knit Along. I had the luck that Mia gifted me wonderful plant-dyed skein of yarn from hers, and I was also little bit looking into dyeing yarn with plants with the recommendations from Anna Dunkelgrün from the Dunkelgrün podcast. And I was thinking about plant-dyed yarn and about undyed yarn, yeah, I decided that I would like to knit something out of, also not only out of the plant-dyed yarn Mia gifted to me. I want also to use undyed yarn for that project, and therefore I decided maybe I'm not the only one who wants to knit a little bit more out of plant-dyed or undyed yarn, and I'm deciding to start this knit along in March, because in February I'm going to look out for suppliers which I can recommend to you, which making plant-dyed yarn. Mirja can I recommend. Mirja's Hauptsachen, she is selling her yarn in Vienna, but because I also want to get some Swedish knitters into that, I'm going to look out for Swedish plant dyers. So if you know some, just write them in the comments or write me a message on Instagram, because I want to look out for them, and maybe they want to co-host the call or something. So that's why I'm just speaking about this now and a little, because I'm into working on suppliers for this knit along. Show notes. That's it for today. I was also talking a little bit about Edinburgh Yarn Festival. I'm very looking forward to go there. If you're going there, just write me a message and maybe we can meet up. I have no tickets for the knit night and for the evening events because, as I said, I was a little bit out of everything in the last few weeks, and therefore I missed to buy some. So evenings are free, and if you want to spend the evening knitting elsewhere because you also get no ticket, then maybe we can meet up in a pub and drinking some whiskey and yeah, knit together. That's for Edinburgh Yarn Festival. Yeah, I'm also taking 2 courses there. I'm very looking forward to this. The first one is Secrets in the Skein. I am very looking forward to learn a little bit more about what you can, when you have a skein and you don't know what's it about, and you can just see and feel what it is. And yeah, that's a thing I'm very interested in. And the other class I'm taking is 3D knitting with the Kune shawl, and I'm so looking forward to this because texture is something I'm really missing in my projects, because I'm just now I think I'm a little more experienced in color work, and the slip stitch pattern from the Adventgeheimnis was really cool. But yeah, the only kind of texture I just now can get is if I'm knitting brioche, and that's all. So I'm really looking forward to knit the Kune shawl and learn the technique you use in that. And yeah, that was it for the episode. And last and really not least, I want to talk a little bit about a discussion that went on Instagram about exclusion and not integrating people of color in the knitting community. It is a theme that is very important, that should be very important for all of us. As I said, I was not able to follow up everything the last few weeks, but I'm really sad that it had also the following, which made Instagram a not secure place for those people who stood up for the theme. I'm in the very luxury position that I never was excluded from something or someone or some place which I wanted to go. And I'm very sad that not everyone has the luxury that to feel so. When I moved here to Sweden, I was welcomed in every way possible, in the knitting community, in my job, everywhere I went. I'm feeling that here in Gothenburg, every people are welcome, and it doesn't matter which color they have or which God they believe in or which sex they have or how they... I'm experienced that you can behave here as long as you're following the rules and not hurting someone. You can just be here in Sweden, no matter what you think, no matter what you believe in, no matter what you eat, no matter what you like, no matter what color your skin has. That is very luxury, I think. What I want to say to this discussion is, maybe you're thinking, it's just me, what can I do? But the best you can do is starting with you. Read, talk to people, be open, and if you're making an example for other people, if you're open, if you're talking, if you're reading, if you're communicating over the theme and talking to other people and telling them that you're not, that you don't find it okay if someone is excluded, you're making a difference. And I think I have much to learn to be also open to everyone, and I will do my best to educate me. I would really like that you, if you're a German speaker, listen to what Sissy said to that, because she was talking about language, about using language in an open way, and that it is very important to start with using a language that is including everybody. And yeah, I know that I have the luxury at being welcomed, and that it is luxury. And I hope that sometime everyone could feel so safe as I am feeling here, as I am experiencing this. The only thing I can do is making it better from day to day, is standing up for people I'm seeing not being included and saying stop. This is something I am not participating with. Here on the interwebs, here in my podcast, when I'm seeing comments, they are not good. When I'm seeing people on Instagram that I'm blocking them, or sending message to Instagram, I can start with my own life and making it better for other people by standing up for them and educating myself, and maybe educating some of my pupils. But as I said, I have not experienced it here, but if I'm going to experience that, I'm going to stand up, because I can make a difference, you can make a difference. We all can make a difference if we're trying to make it better. Maybe we not succeed every time, but if we keep on trying, we can make a difference to make this world a better place. Thank you for watching this podcast. Happy knitting. Bye.
I'll be gone for now, but you can still hear the sound of my voice.